Hi everybody, thanks for joining me in this practice today. The only thing that you will need besides your body is a chair with no arms, like nothing on the side. So once you have that, you can sit down, get settled in, and we'll get started. So we'll start seated in your chair, whichever way is most comfortable for you. I would recommend both soles of your feet on the floor, with your palms resting in your lap. Now, if your feet don't quite touch the floor in your chair, maybe pause the video, either find a chair that is a little lower to the earth, or get a couple books or a step stool to place underneath your feet. Once you're seated, feet making contact somewhere, gently start to close the windows of your eyes. Tune in to your breath. Try your best not to change the pattern of your breath just yet. Simply observe, be aware of each inhale as it passes in through your nostrils, and each exhale as your breath returns back out. Check in with your body. Just notice your posture. Are you slumping or hunching forward at all? Are you overarching through your back? Is your head pushed far back toward the back of your chair? Or has your head fallen forward in towards your chest? Are your shoulders drawn forward? Are they hunched up towards your ears? Notice your body, the shape that it takes now. And then see if you can start to come into a more neutral position. So root down through your sits bones. Start to find length up through your spine, all the way up through the crown of your head. If your shoulders are rolling forward or they're hunched up to your ears, see if you can draw them down your back slightly and roll them away from your ears. If your chin is jutted forward or your head is leaning back, try to bring your ears over your shoulders. I think for a lot of us, especially if we look at screens, we have a tendency to lift our chin up. So see if you can draw your chin into a more neutral position. I like to actually take my thumb to the bottom of my chin, kind of in that softer area behind my jawbone. Press down into your thumb, and then move the head back slightly. So again, ears over shoulders. See if you can get there. Once there, pause. Notice the difference between this posture and your previous posture. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, let out a sigh. One more inhale. And exhale. And slowly begin to open your eyes. So in this practice today, only do the things that feel good. We move and try to eliminate some low back pain or some tension. Only do the things that bring ease. Listen to your body, listen to what it has to say. So we'll start in a seated cat-cow. So sit towards the edge of your chair. I mean, you want to be comfortable and balanced in your seat, but you don't want to be all the way back in your chair. So either middle or towards the edge. Bring your feet hips-width distance apart, maybe slightly wider, and allow your toes to point forward. Bring your hands onto your thighs or your knees, wherever they reach most comfortably. And as you inhale, start to lift your chest, your gaze slightly as you pull your heart forward. Arch the back slightly. And as you exhale, round through your spine, draw your chin down to your chest and hunch through your shoulders. Inhale, arch the low back, lift heart, gaze slightly, hands to knees. You can even pull on your knees to bring your heart through. Exhale, round back, press away into the knees as your shoulders round, gaze goes down. Continue just like that to the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round in. Take that a few more times on your own. After your next round, after that next time you hunch through your shoulders, come back neutral and pause. Maybe close the eyes. Then inhale, open your eyes if you had them shut. Now bring your left hand to your left hip. As you inhale, stretch your right arm up and over towards the left for a side stretch. It's really common in these side stretches to want to round through your back or jut your ribs forward. So see if you can bring your ribs to neutral, rib stack over your pelvis as you continue to stretch that right arm up and over. Inhale back to center. This time bring the right hand to the right hip and then stretch that left arm up and over. Again, check in with the rib cage. Ribs over your hips. And then inhale, come back to center. Next, inhale, stretch both arms up over your head. As you exhale, you can bring your right hand to the back of the chair or to the side, your left hand to your right knee or thigh for your twist. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Take an inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, deepen. 1 more inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, come back to center. Stretch both arms up over your head. As you exhale, left hand comes to the back of the chair, to the side of the chair, as your right hand comes outside of your left knee or thigh for a twist. Take an inhale, find some length through your spine. Exhale, deepen. 1 more inhale. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, come back to center. Stretch both arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands to prayer down in front of your heart. So each time we pause, either between a pose or a few poses, it's giving you an opportunity to tune into what is happening in your physical body. So take this time to check in. No judgment for whatever comes up. Thoughts, sensations, feelings. If you had your eyes closed, go ahead and gently open them. And then come more to the middle of your chair, maybe even a little bit further back. And then again, your feet can be hips width distance or wider. And start to fold, hinge forward from your hips. You can even lay your chest down onto your thighs as you dangle your arms for forward fold. Now, if you start to come down and you feel dizzy at all, come right back up. No need to go here. And also, if you start to fold forward and you feel like you're going to tip forward, you can always scooch back more on your chair. You might not go all the way down towards your thighs. That's okay. Breathe here. At any time we get into a shape or a pose, most important thing is to breathe. If that breath is not steady, it's a signal from your body to back out slightly. Next, inhale, slowly start to lift back up, real gently. Back seated with a nice tall spine. We'll come into a hamstring stretch from here. So come back towards the edge of your seat, maybe a little closer towards the middle. If you came back quite a bit for that forward fold. We're going to keep the feet hips width distance, maybe a little wider, toes pointed forward. And stretch your right leg out long. So if you have that right foot up on books, you might need to shift the books forward. So you want the right leg long. I want you to press into the heel and lift your toes up and flex the toes back towards your shin, towards your face. And you can bring your hands to your hips or to your leg and start to fold forward slightly. So we're going for a nice stretch along the back of your right hamstring. Again, come into the general form of the pose and breathe. Breath starts to lag a bit. Back on out. Next, inhale, slowly start to rise. And from here, you can bring your books, your stool back in. So right foot and left foot meet. We're going to use the same leg, that right leg, to come into our next pose, chair pigeon. So on your inhale, hug your right knee into your chest. You can use one or both hands to do this. Flex through your right toes. So the toes again are going to point back towards your shin or towards your face. And then cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Your right knee will open out towards the right. Keep those toes flexed. They need to stay active. This is going to help to protect your knee. And if your knee is causing you pain here, skip this pose altogether. We're looking for a nice stretch in your outer right hip. So if you're feeling that already, you can stay. Or again, you can begin to fold forward. You can even place your right forearm above your right knee and your left forearm somewhere on the ankle or the left leg even as you fold. Keep those toes active. Continue to breathe. Then inhale. Slowly rise up if you came forward. Hug the right knee back in. This is going to help to close off and protect your knee joint. And release the right foot down beside the left. So we're back in our neutral position. Close your eyes and notice the difference between right and left side, right and left leg. Gently open your eyes and we'll switch to the other side. This time the left leg will extend out long, heel will press into the earth. Again, move your blocks, your books, your footstool, whatever might be propping up that left leg. Press into your left heel. Lift the toes, the ball of the foot up, and then flex the left toes back so they point back towards your shin and towards your face. The foot's really active here. You can stay or you can fold any amount as you come into this hamstring stretch, this back of the leg stretch. As you inhale, slowly start to rise. Bend the left knee back in, left foot to the floor by the right. Bring those books or the stool in if you had it extended, if you are even using that. And then on an inhale, hug your left knee into your chest. Again, flex your left foot. Those toes are going to point back. And cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh for this chair pigeon pose. Keep your left toes active. This is extremely important. So you want the pose to be felt in your outer left hip, not so much in the knee. Again, if you're feeling it in the knee, skip this altogether, please. You can stay lifted here, or you can fold forward. This time, left forearm comes above the left knee. Right forearm can come to the right thigh or the foot. Breathe here. There's a difference between pain and sensation. So for many of you, you might be feeling a strong sensation here, but you can still breathe. You're not wincing or tearing up. You're not feeling anxious. But pain is going to make you lose your breath. It's going to make you tense up and want to run away yelling. So you get to decipher what pain and sensation are to you. But if you're just feeling sensation, you can always stay in a pose. But pain, get on out. Next, inhale, slowly start to rise. If you came forward, draw the left knee back to your chest. And then exhale, release. So we're back, feet, hips width distance, knees bent, feet on the floor or those props. Then we're just going to alternate back and forth between lifting one knee into the chest. As you inhale, the right knee lifts. You don't even have to grab hold of it. You can just lift a couple inches. The foot can just lift a couple inches off the ground. And then exhale, release. Inhale, left knee lifts. Left foot lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale, right lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale, left lifts. And release. Continue just like that to the rhythm of your own breath. Alternate between sides. Last time. Slowly come back to center. Close the eyes and tune in once again. A big part of yoga is to connect to your body and to sync up your mind and body, to build this really strong mind-body connection. I find it's very important to take moments to pause, especially in our lives that are often so busy, moving so fast. It's rare that we give ourselves time to pause and notice, which is why I've included these moments in our practice today. On your inhale, slowly open your eyes. Then move back towards the middle of your chair. And bring one leg at a time out wide. So again, if you're using those books, to make the ground closer, you might need to bring those with you. So you want the legs wide, kind of even off the sides of the chair slightly, if that's okay. So toes are going to point out in the direction of your knees. So toes and knees, same direction. And then open your knees out so they're pressing towards the pinky toe side of your foot. You don't want them to fall inward. So press out towards the pinky toe side. And then bring your hands to your inner thighs. Fingers can point in or out. Take an inhale, find length through your spine. As you exhale, drop your right shoulder to the middle. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left shoulder drops in. Once more each side, inhale, center. Exhale, drop the right shoulder in. Inhale, center. And exhale, drop the left shoulder in. Inhale, come back to center. Nice tall spine. We'll keep the legs as is. Your seat can stay in the same position. But this time, stretch your arms out into a T. Start to reach your left fingertips towards the earth. They're not going to touch. It's not the goal here. Just a little side stretch down. And then stretch your right arm up towards the sky. So this is chair triangle. Breathe here. Again, if you feel like you're going to fall, come out slightly. This doesn't need to be intense. None of these poses do. Next, inhale, come back up slowly. And we'll switch. So the right arm will come down towards the earth. Left arm will stretch up towards the sky. Inhale, come back up. One at a time, bring your knees back towards our neutral position. So feet are about hips width distance, maybe wider. Toes will point towards the front. Toes will point forward. There's no front, I guess. And then come back towards the edge of your chair. Again, if you feel more comfortable sitting in the middle, you can stay. But if you feel okay, you can come towards the edge of the chair. Close the eyes, hands to thighs. Observe your inner scenery. Gently open the eyes. Draw your hands back to either knees or thighs, whichever is most comfortable. And start to make these little circles throughout the lower portion of your spine. So these aren't super exaggerated or big. These are just real little circles in one direction. You can imagine like you're spiraling through the low spine. And then circle the other direction. Little circles, nothing crazy here. And slowly come back to center. Close your eyes. Notice the effects of these circles. Start to flutter your eyes back open. And bring your hands back behind you. If you can, interlace your fingers together behind your head, above your neck, with your elbows out to the side. Start to stretch from right to left. Let's move with the breath. So as you inhale, you'll come to center. As you exhale, you'll lean towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale towards the right. Continue just like that. It's in these moments where we sync breath to movement that our yoga practice can become like a moving meditation. Slowly come back to center. And for this one, you're definitely going to want to be towards the edge of the chair. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me, but you can stay facing forward as you are. You'll bring your hands back behind you. You can either grab hold of your shirt somewhere on your back, grab hold of opposite elbows, or you can create a fist at your low back, whichever is most accessible and comfortable for you. Now, once you have your grip, on an inhale, roll your shoulders together down your back, broaden through your collarbones as you lift your heart, and then pull the hands, elbows away from the body. Nice shoulder stretch here. Keep breathing. And exhale, release your hands. And then bring your arms out into a T. And cross your right arm underneath your left. You can grab opposite shoulders. You can wrap your arms together so the backs of your hands touch, or you can wrap twice so that the palms of your hands touch. This is called eagle arms. Once you're here, draw your elbows up and away from your face. And allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. Hopefully you'll feel a nice expansion across your upper back, your shoulders. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, release back out, arms to a T. Take an inhale here. Exhale, left arm crosses under right. Same options. Make a similar shape on this side as you did on the other if you can. And just as we did before, lift the elbows up and away. Gaze comes down towards the earth. And breathe. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, release your arms back out into a T. Inhale there. And exhale, release your hands back down to your thighs. Close the eyes. And inhale, flutter them open. Take a few little neck stretches here. So start by gently turning your neck towards the left as you exhale. Inhale, turn the head back to center. Exhale, turn your neck to the right. Inhale, back center. Let's do it once more each side. Exhale, head turns to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, head turns to the right. And inhale, center. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring your left hand to your head so you get a little extra weight to help to stretch out the right side of your neck. Even though we're doing yoga for low back pain, sometimes I think that stress can cause pain. So I've also incorporated a few poses through this practice that will hopefully ease some tension, therefore might help to ease stress, which hopefully will help any low back sensations that might not feel too good. Now take your left hand, bring it to your left ear, left side of your head, so you can push your head gently back to neutral. And we'll switch to the other side. Right ear drops down to the right shoulder. Right hand comes somewhere outside of the left side of your head. Again, you get just that little extra weight. It's not a push down, just a slight weight of your hand. It's going to help to open up the left side of the neck some more. Bring your right hand to the right side of your face and gently press your head back to center. As you inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, squeeze them tight, and exhale, release. So twice more. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, open your mouth, release. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Start to shrug your whole body. So shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Scrunch up your face. Create a lot of tension in your body. You can squeeze your hands into fists. You can clench your toes. Try to tense every muscle. Take an inhale here. Hold it at the top. Exhale, release out. What we traditionally call final shavasana, but here we'll call final seated relaxation. Different shape, same benefits. Take a few minutes in this pose so your body can fully integrate all that it has learned, all that it has done today. Start to settle in, get comfortable. So we can come to the practice of yoga to help to settle our minds, settle our body, settle our breath, and find peace. Yoga reminds us that you can't always control what goes on the outside. Can't control what other people do, or what the world is like. Even sometimes you can't control how your body is feeling or acting or moving that day. But you can always control what goes on the inside. So you have the power to make a shift within, no matter what is happening on the outside. Shiva Shankara Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Deepen your breath as you come back to your physical body. Maybe stretch your arms up overhead, stretch your legs out long. Take any movements you might need to come back into your body, into the space. Once you're settled back, bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Bow your chin slightly down towards your chest. Feel free to come back to your practice, to yoga, anytime you wish to find peace and maybe change what's happening in your inner scenery. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to practice, for making time to tune into your body and find harmony between body and mind. And I thank you all for allowing me to guide you in practice today. The light in me honors and bows to the light that shines from within each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, your evening. I hope to see you all in person very soon. My love goes out to you and all of the people that you love.